Hey, Porter's Ancients! This is Emmeline Wren's class of 2000, and I'm coming to you live from my MPS Day of Service. I'm on my way into the American Red Cross Platelet Donation Center to donate some platelets. Because of COVID, I have to wear a mask during this whole process from start to finish. I also have my own blanket. Oh, I even have friends who come and donate with me. There's one of my buddies. Brought my own headphones. I'm ready for this. So get ready. Here we go. I'm done. It takes about an hour and a half to donate platelets. And that's what I chose to do for my day of service. This is something that I do pretty regularly. I tried to donate 26 times a year. You can donate platelets every 2 weeks. And one platelet donation can equal up to 3 regular donations. So this is kind of a regular volunteer activity for me. One of the things that drives me to do this is shaping that changing world. I can't tell you how much that whole motto drives my life. I am happy if I can shape one person's life, if I can help one person get cancer. That is why I do what I do.
Right. Can you guys say thank you to all those people out there who have donated?
In regards to the day of service, myself as well as my best friend, who's also an ancient, did this a little differently. We're focusing on what we do and have been doing since 2011, which is a nonprofit that we launched called For Life Inc. as a give back to community. In 2011, my dad passed away and I returned to my community in Jamaica. And what was outstanding in the community was the increased amount of poverty that was not present when I was young. And I returned to the States with a heavy heart. And I had always wanted to go back and help my community. But I always said, okay, I'll go back when I have this amount of money. But after what I witnessed during my dad's passing and funeral proceedings, I knew that I had to do something now. The morning of Christmas, I wrote a letter that I sent out to my family and friends asking them to assist me with helping my community. And I raised funds in that summer. I returned to Jamaica and I adopted 7 families who I worked with delivering food and water. I created health plans because, again, although I did not have the financial resources, I had the health knowledge that could help empower my communities. And I worked with the 7 families and then moved into adopting the school that myself and my siblings attended. And yearly we do school-wide fundraising, as well as we sponsor children in Jamaica. A year after I launched the nonprofit, I teamed with my best friend as well as fellow ancient Jolie Moniz, and I'm not going to speak to that portion of the project because she's going to speak to that, but we launched a project in Cape Verde.
In 2012, I moved to the country of my heritage, the Cape Verde Islands of West Africa. Soon after I got here, I knew that I wanted to do something to give back, and I wanted to do so in a way that would be sustainable. Cape Verde is a beautiful country, but it is still a developing nation, and it's one that has a large youth percentage. And so I realized that the best way to do something that would have lasting impact would be to give back to the youth, because they literally are the future of this country. Today, and any day that I'm giving back to the greater community, I feel blessed to be able to do that and fulfilled. I honestly think that's probably the greatest joy you can get in this life. 3 words that are running through my head today: support, youth, and future.
I think of upliftment, I think of community, because that is the community that I'm from in regards to Jamaica. And I think of belonging because that is the place that I call home. And I'm very passionate about returning and uplifting and playing a part and empowering my community.
Okay, I'm gonna go around. I just want to hear some of your voices. Can you tell me what your name is right here?
Amanda Farrell.
Amanda, and what's your name?
Trishan Henry.
Okay, what's your name?
Adriana Mackenzie.
What's your name here? Don't act shy. All right. So one more thank you.
Do you know how to spell Porters?
Yeah, I'm reading it.
Okay.
The service project that I participated in was making holiday cards for orphans. And I picked this activity because my daughter could do it with me. She's 6 years old, and it's generally more challenging to find service activities that kids can participate in, particularly during this time of COVID. So I knew that by selecting this, it was something that we could do together at home. And it was also a good experience because it allowed us to have a conversation about all the ways in which she's fortunate and that we were making these cards for kids that didn't have as much as she had. What drew me to participate in Day of Service is the opportunity to give back at a time when so many people are in need. And in particular, I liked the idea of doing this as a group, so with all members of our community, and I liked the opportunity to participate with my children.
The three words that I think of when I think of Day of Service are community, impact, and gratitude.
I'm participating in Miss Porter's School Day of Service because while at Porter's, we get so many opportunities to learn about other communities and how we can make a difference. As an adult, those opportunities are less and less. And so taking a day to really make a difference in our communities is so important as we continue as ancients to shape a changing world. And we get to do this with other ancients, not only from our own class, but from other classes.
This year, I knew I wanted to do something around the election and voting. So when my friend shared the weekly gathering of the West Side activists doing postcards to voters, I knew that was it. Being able to do an outdoor event still allowed us to feel like we were part of something bigger than ourselves, and that was really wonderful. The young kids were able to get involved by coloring the fronts of the postcards, and I was even able to get names and addresses to do more at home with my husband, which was great. Participating and contributing to the election and our democracy is more important than ever, so I was grateful to have a way. And I would say the three words that come to mind for this event are connected, democracy, involved.